Alright, here we are for round one with Esper Familiars. We've got a pretty decent hand right here. We don't have a ton of interaction, but we have a lot of card draw and stuff. So we've got all of our colors all untapped. Forest, but no one drop. I have no idea what to expect from that. There really aren't any decks that don't play one drops that play green, so we'll see what our opponent's got. Oh, I forgot to put myself back on the screen. Here I am. Oh, that's not right. There I am. Alright, so I'm going to start off with a Preordain here rather than this Evolving Wilds. I don't know exactly. I'm sure I'm going to get an island with this, but I'd like to do some... get my game plan online. So just this forest is kind of strange. So I'm going to put Reaping the Graves on the bottom, I think, and then definitely Nightscape Familiar is a great draw, so I'll put that on top. Forest makes me think I'm not getting a lot of my stuff removed. This must be like a bunch of Burning Tree Emissaries. Oh, it's Bogles. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so easy Nightscape Familiar. And then next turn I'm probably going to Compulsive. We're kind of both solitaire decks, so we're just kind of hoping that our opponent doesn't kill us before we kill them. Their clock is faster than ours, we're probably going to lose. Yeah. Well, they didn't have a Rancor, so they must have a bunch of white spells or something. Alright, Seagate Oracle is probably just worse than Compulsive. The advantage of Seagate Oracle is I can, like, snap it, I guess? I don't know. I can also use Ghostly Flicker if I play the Seagate Oracle, but I get to look at a lot fewer cards. So I gotta kind of think about what I even want to draw. Our deck doesn't have that many things that are any good. Let's quick take a look at our deck list here. So basically none of our cards are good against them. This Fogbringer is, I guess, fine. What we really need is our Denrovahor and to blink it a lot of times. And I don't think we're going to have time to do that. So either way, I'm just going to Compulsive here, I think. Yep. Let's see what we get. I'm probably going to have to discard a bunch this turn, but that's fine. Okay, Fogbringer, not great, but it's okay. I'm going to discard a land here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of the Ash Barrens, I think. Yeah. Get rid of the Ash Barrens. Then I'll play Evolving Wilds and get an island. One benefit of the Fogbringer too is I can chump block if I need to. Since they must not have a Rancor, at least not yet. Alright, let's see what our opponent does here. Alright, Utopia Sprawl. So they must have drawn just like a bunch of one-drops all in a row, because they didn't have either of these on the first turn of the game. That is a little annoying now that we can't cut them off of white with Fogbringer next turn. If I draw a... No, there's still no way I can do it. So I'm trying to think if I can Fogbring both of these back, but that doesn't look like that's the case. It is going to make their Ethereal Armor a little worse, taking some of these enchantments off. So... yeah, I don't think there's any way for me to Fogbringer twice. I'd have to try to figure that out. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. I don't know why they waited so long to do that. That's kind of like a ridiculously obvious play, but whatever. Mnemonic Wall, we're so close. I think on turn 5 we would have been able to win, especially if I got any of the bounce lands. Like at last turn, that's kind of why I really wanted a Compulsive last turn, was to find a bounce land. So, what are my options here? I can Fogbringer this forest back to their hand. That'll make this smaller, but not that small. But I do get to block with it. So I can block with this and snap it back to my hand. That's probably my best play. It doesn't feel great. But that'll give me a couple of blocks, as long as they don't draw anything that gives trample. I don't know. I think so we're probably going to lose to anything with giving trample, but we might actually have a chance if they don't have a way to give trample. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. We're so close too, like if we had one more mana, just one more turn, like if we had been on the play. Oh wait, were we on the play? I don't know. We just needed yeah, okay, they were on the play, so like we just needed one more turn here. Because now he's gonna play something that gives trample and we're dead. Yeah, that's dumb. Alright, so let's see. What do we have against this deck? So Hoodwink, I think, can pick up an enchantment, but it's not great. These Prismatic Strands are pretty good. I think I do want another Fogbringer as well. Circle Protection blue only hits exactly Boggle. These don't do anything. So I gotta decide if I want Hoodwink or not. Hoodwink's not great. We don't have any counterspells, so we basically can't interact with them at all in any way. Dispel is really bad, so taking Dispel out for sure. Mana War, also pretty bad. Mana War is like, you could use it to bounce your own stuff, but I'd rather play Hoodwink for that. So we made room for these already. Man, we were so close that game. We were pretty close to being able to just bounce all their stuff. So one thing I could have done there, no, I couldn't have. So I was thinking maybe I could have like linked some of my lands with Ghostly Flicker, but I don't think there was any way for me to play the Fogbringer twice on that turn. Even if I was able to do that, they would have been able to attack right. I wouldn't have been able to blink it or anything. They would have just been able to kill it. Like I'd have had a jump with it, and then we probably would have lost the next turn. So I gotta decide about these lone missionaries, if I'd rather have like Hoodwink, or if I'd rather have this lone missionary, or how many of these I want. Kinda think Hoodwink is better, and I don't know if I really want Snap. We do normally snap our own creatures most of the time. Reaping the Graves also is pretty bad. They're not gonna kill any of our stuff. I think we'll go like this. Lone Missionary, just pretty low impact. The only issue is that we don't have a lot of white creatures for Prismatic Strands, but just the one fog should hopefully be enough. Let's go ahead and just do this. I don't know if this is right, but we're going to try this out. Would I like to play first? Yes, I would. So this hand's kind of slow, but I am going to keep it. We have our Prismatic Strands. We got a Preordain. Man, and our mana was so good last game. Like I played 1-drop, 2-drop, and then a 4-drop with 3 mana or whatever. Okay, I got an Abundant Growth. And then we got this. So the big issue with this hand is I can only cast one spell a turn. Like I only have one blue source at this point. I'm going to start off with Preordain next turn. See how good their draw is. They have an Ethereal Armor too. Ethereal Armor? Oh, Cartouche? That does nothing. Cartouche is pretty bad against us. I don't care about that at all. Okay, that's a pretty good one. I'm going to go ahead and get a black source. And I'm going to play out our Nightscape Familiar. Not quite as good as just drawing the swamp, because then I could have played Preordain, but that's okay. Nightscape Familiar is also actually surprisingly good against these ground creatures. Like, we could have definitely had a better chance last game if they'd had a Gladecover Scout instead of a Ledgewalker. They eventually would have been able to trample over us, but they'd have been one turn slower. Let's see what they've got here. Yeah, they always have the Ancestral Mask. They don't have Trample. I could block it, but I'm not going to. I don't think they can kill us next turn, even if they play another Ancestral Mask. We'll probably lose to a Mask plus a Utopia Sprawl. Or a Rancor plus a Mask would kill us. I don't know why I said Utopia Sprawl, but anyway, I'm going to play with the Muldrifter. I really need to find more stuff, like I just don't have enough. Also don't really know why they didn't attack with this last time. Maybe they're scared that I have Edicts. They didn't want to trade with my Familiar, and my Familiar is a lot more important to my deck than this Warrior is. See if they have Trample here. Yeah, just kind of a lot of good draws from our opponent, but that's fine. As long as I am not dead this turn, I kind of have a long time to come back, actually. Alright. The way our mana ended up, I actually can't even cast this Preordain this turn, so that's pretty annoying. Yeah, that is not great. I think I'm gonna maybe I just get an island with this. No, I'm gonna play a bounce land. Let's play the Chancery and pick up the Plains. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Actually not going to attack with this Muldrifter. The damage doesn't matter, and I actually don't want to take one from this thing. I discard the Evolving Wilds. Yep. So the reason I did it this way is so I have a chance to Mnemonic Wall and get back the Prismatic Strands. Alright, Prismatic Strands on green. So I am still dead this turn. If I don't draw something that can bounce one of these things, I'm still 1 mana short of Mnemonic Wall back the Prismatic Strands. Rover Horror is a good draw. I don't think it's enough, but it's a good draw. So what does that do for me? I'm still short. I really needed to hit another Familiar. I might need to just look for a white Familiar. So Mnemonic Wall costs 4. And then this costs 3, so that's 7 mana, so I don't have enough for that. If I find a Snap off of my Preordain, I might be able to do it. I think I have to cast Preordain though. My other option would be I could Ghostly Flicker, Chancery, Swamp, or tap Chancery, Swamp, Flicker, Muldrifter, and a Swamp. Then I'd only be down 1 blue mana. It costs about the same as Preordain. But I don't think I need 2 cards off Preordain, I just need to find the right cards. So I'm just going to cast the Preordain. Can't really afford to use either of these. How big is this? A 10/10? So it's like Seagate. No, I can still only cast 1 more blue spell this turn, so these have both got to go to the bottom. Alright, so we found our Snap. That was a good draw. Yep, let's go ahead and could snap their token. I kind of want to snap my Muldrifter, so the only issue with snapping the Muldrifter is I kind of want to be able to flicker. So let's see, let's count this up. So I'm going to snap here. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll have enough for my Mnemonic Wall plus Prismatic Strand. So I think we win. We're going to win this game probably. But we'll find out. Alright, snap the Muldrifter. Yep, alright. Tap both Chanceries. Got my Mnemonic Wall. Gonna pick up my Prismatic Strands. Yes. Fortunately, I can't cast any of this other stuff just because my mana is kind of awkward. And I can't even play this Aqueduct. But we do get to live another turn. Alright. So, I don't know exactly what we'll all be able to do next turn. This deck has so many options that it's kind of tough to figure out what you can do. Opponent's just going to play out some more stuff. That's a smart play. So that was kind of why I was thinking maybe I should snap that guy. Because now he can do stuff like this. And granted, it's not going to do anything here, but I could have been in trouble if he had an ethereal armor on top of that. So that was probably just a mistake that I made. Alright. Now what? What do we draw? An Ash Barrens, so that might actually be pretty good. We could get an island with that. So I need to make sure I keep up 5 mana for Ghostly Flicker plus Prismatic Strands on my Mnemonic Wall. So that doesn't give us a ton of options. Yeah, it's kind of a lot of mana. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I could have up to 7. I think I'm going to play the Preordain and see what we get. Alright, another snap is a great draw. So we're going to go ahead and, I think I'm going to put the Muldrifter on the bottom. I don't really have time exactly for all that. We'll grab this snap. I think I am going to hit his warrior this time with the snap, just so that my Prismatic Strands is a little better. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't think I need the extra black mana or anything. I don't need to play this Aqueduct yet. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So now how much mana do I have? So this will cast me a Muldrifter, and then I'll still have 5 left for the Ghostly Flicker and stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and evoke this Muldrifter, and then I'm gonna blink the Muldrifter plus my Mnemonic Wall. And then I'll have to play the Ash Barrens to get enough mana here, looks like. Yeah, well, we'll find out for sure after I do this, but I should have enough mana here. Yeah. Alright, so we'll draw the 2 cards. Okay, drew another Ghostly Flicker. Let's go ahead and flicker both of these. Mnemonic Wall is going to get back this Prismatic Strands. Okay, yes. Alright, we got a Hoodwink, so that's a nice one. So I'm actually going to go ahead and use... So I'm going to go grab an island with this. With our floating mana. Grab an island, play the island. We're just going to have to pass the turn here, it looks like. Guess I'll get in for 1. Alright. Things are looking pretty good. This is a slow deck. Man, you got a lot of decisions. Holy cow. This is a tough deck to play. This is my first time playing it, so You guys might have to bear with me a little bit here. I might make some mistakes. We're actually almost to the point where this thing can't actually kill us. Like, I can bounce this Ancestral... Actually, I can bounce the Armadillo Cloak, and then it'll be +1 and then +2. It'll only be... It'll be a 4/4. That's still too big, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and Strands. For green. Alright. So now let's see what our opponent's got next. A Pilgrim. Pilgrim's actually kind of scary because they can put anything they want on it, but luckily I can just hoodwink it if I really need to. Hopefully they just play all their cards, but they really shouldn't do that, so I'm not sure that that's something I can hope for. I don't know exactly what I'm hoping to draw. We're almost to the point where I don't have to get this flicker back. I don't have to flicker to get this Strands back. Ethereal Armor is a good one. Another Ledgewalker. Okay. Ash Barrens. So I have some options here. I can put this Ancestral Mask back in their hand with my Horror. I think that is probably a good play, and I think I want to play a Swamp so I can play the Horror. I can play the Nightscape Familiar and another Horror. Well, let's see how much mana that would cost me. So if I go Familiar, Horror, and then I'll be able to blink the Horror, and the Mnemonic Wall. So that'll be 1, 2. And then this one's going to cost us 4, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're not even close to being able to have enough to do that. Man, this is a tough one. It's definitely a tough spot. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, these Prismatic Strands costing us all the mana is pretty annoying. I think I'll attack with my Muldrifter then, and I think I might blink the Mnemonic Wall plus the Muldrifter. I can also hoodwink back the Mnemonic Wall to get back the Strands, and then I can hold my Flicker. That might be better. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna play the other Familiar. Do I have enough mana if I do this? So yes. Wait, you gotta count in this deck. So I've got 8 mana if I want it. So this is gonna cost me 2. I'll be down to 6, 5. No, I won't have enough to play the Strands if I do that, so good thing I've checked that. I will be able to flicker 2 lands if I want to, but I don't think that's quite what I want to do. Maybe I'm just getting too greedy. Alright, I'm just gonna blink my Muldrifter and get back the Prismatic Strands. I really want to get this Horror in play so I can actually, like I can blink it with the Mnemonic Wall and stuff, but never really been able to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Familiar though. I know I have enough to do that. Alright, another Familiar. Flicker these for the blue. Alright, I'm going to get back... I'll get back the Flicker here first. Because if I draw anything even remotely reasonable, then... Okay, so I drew a Sunscape Familiar, so that should probably lock this up. Because now I can flash that back with this Familiar. So... yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. I do have to worry a little bit about this Heliod's Pilgrim. Let's just, I'm just gonna get, this is close. I don't want this Heliod's Pilgrim to get huge and trample, and then suddenly I have to like chump block with all my guys to kill it. But he has an Ethereal Armor. Any of the stuff that gives trample is not that strong, especially if I'm able to keep up Hoodwink. So am I going to be able to keep up Hoodwink? So if I play the Familiar, I'll be able to hold up Flicker and Hoodwink and Flashback Strands. Yeah, okay, that seems okay. Let's do that. I'm just going to play this Swamp, play this Familiar. So the downside of this is now I do have to find another Strands at some point. The other option is that I can just blink this Armadillo Cloak. They all find in here. Probably going to keep the Cartouche, I guess. All this other stuff kind of sucks. Hit some more creatures, a Utopia Sprawl, and a Cartouche. Yeah, looks like they kept the Cartouche. Makes sense. I'd really like them to play all their cards. That would be ideal for me. So the reason that Hoodwink is kind of nice on this Armadillo Cloak is I can block this with a Muldrifter, flicker my Muldrifter plus my wall, and then Hoodwink their Trampoline enchantment. So I know their last two cards are the Cartouche and the Ethereal Armor. Alright. So if I do it that way, I'll be able to keep this Flicker in my hand. Yep. So what I can do here is I gotta make sure this returns an enchantment. This is the only thing giving this trample. Don't want to have played this whole game just to throw it away. So I'm gonna block one of these on each. And then I'm going to flicker them both and then Hoodwink the Armadillo Cloak. At least that's probably what I'm going to do. I'll see what I draw here. Two more lands. Yeah, let's go ahead and Hoodwink that Cloak. That way I can keep my Prismatic Strands in the graveyard. I guess I'll go and grab something with this. Holy smokes, this deck is taking me forever to play. I gotta think so much. Normally I don't even have to think when I play these kinds of decks. It's all automatic stuff. Alright, so now I can play the Denrova Horror and make them discard that Armadillo Cloak by making them pick up this token. So that's pretty decent. So I think we'll go ahead and kind of lock this game up, I think, right here. This should pretty much end it. I'll get to put this Warrior token back in their hand since they played that Cartouche. Now they still have to discard a card. I'll play this Island. Start attacking with my Muldrifter. So the reason this game is pretty much over at this point is that I can now Denrova Horror all of their cards back into their hand and make them discard pretty much everything. I could put a stop in their draw step, but not really. It wouldn't really help since they don't have any tokens. They can just discard whatever I put back. And I do get 3 bounces, so yeah, you're not getting a draw there. not gonna let them have the free draw. Gonna get back our flicker and bounce their land. Alright, gonna have to play game 3 a lot faster if I want to win. Alright, let's bounce both of these. Let's move these triggered abilities. Okay, Ancestral Mask, Flicker. I can't always yes. I can always yield to that, it looks like. Alright. Let's put that Ethereal Armor back. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I could have just put the Heliod's Pilgrim back. That was dumb. This is actually going to take me a little while to kill them. Yeah, I'm probably going to run out of time here. Okay. Really need some more Muldrifters at this point. Alright, that's a start, I guess. But not really. That'll actually let them keep something in their hands, so I don't know if I really want to play that even. No time to really think anymore, though. Let's just gonna play. So I'm bouncing. I'm gonna get to make them discard 4 things every turn. Alright. Goes to flicker both of these. I'm gonna put all their lands back in their hand at this point. That way it doesn't matter what they draw. They can't cast anything. Alright, link both of these. And this is like Drake, but like you don't actually win at the end. You still have to kill them with all your creatures. Pretty brutal. For some reason when a spell costs only a blue, you still have to like click the blue that you want to use. It's pretty obnoxious, if I do say so myself. Okay. There goes their last land. I'm almost to the point where I can start attacking with my other cards. Alright, that's a good draw. Play that. That'll give us a little more attacks. I can't really attack with this Denroba Horror. Well, actually, now I can. So I can Strands. I can Strands for green and still kill their guys. Let's see what they do here. Okay. Don't need more of those. See what our opponent does now. Man, oh man, I gotta go a lot faster next time. I don't need to really bounce anything anymore. Alright. So they probably saw my Prismatic Strands in the graveyard and realized that they don't really want to block this. Okay. Play a land and pass. Gonna have to not think nearly as much next time. Let's quick flicker these two. Okay. Yes, I would like that back. They're doing some attacking just to try to waste some more of my time. But that is going to get some of their stuff off the board. for me. Alright, I get to block them both. Our opponent's running out of permanents. Alright. I'm play an island, and then I'm just going to attack with the same creatures again. Alright, here we go. I do have to bounce my own. I should have probably played this a little while ago, but I have to bounce my own land if I play it, but that's okay, I guess. It's whatever. Should have probably tapped it, because now I'm going to play this too. Alright. Go ahead and discard a bunch of stuff that I don't need. I don't really need anything. I wasn't really paying attention to what I discarded there, because none of it mattered. Just attack with everything. They can block, they can chump block this to like live one more turn. But whatever. Okay. I'll just F6. Discard a Seagate Oracle. They've got an Ethereal Armor they can play if they want. I'm just gonna let all their stuff resolve. Yeah, they're trying to just like waste my time a little bit more even. I'm just gonna go ahead and Strands green right now. Okay, we're gonna have to go in like super turbo mode. Alright, attack with everything. Alright, so I got 4 minutes. No problem, no problem, 4 minutes. Alright, Hoodwink was actually pretty good there. Let's go ahead and close that. So hopefully I'm not gonna be doing a whole lot of lagging here. I don't really think I can change much. I can bring in these lone missionaries and hopefully try to beat down a little more. That might be what I want to do. Kind of want this Hoodwink too. So maybe the Fogbringers I don't really have time for. I might not have time for the walls either. I don't know. I think I'm going to just play it the way I had it. Let's bring in 2 lone missionaries. I'm going to take out the Seagate Oracles. Alright, got my clicking fingers ready. I don't really know where the time went. I mean, I know I spent a little bit of time on a lot of those decisions, but no blue mana means we probably should mulligan this, but I'm actually going to keep it because of the double Sunscape Familiar. This hand's very good if I find a blue. Keep. Our opponent kept their hand. Let's see what they do. Put it on top. Alright. It's F6 their turn. Tapped blue land. Nope. Lanes. Alright. Let's see what they've got. A Scout. And an Ethereal Armor. The best card in the deck. Ethereal Armor. Alright. Well, for some reason they don't have anything that they can put on this. We can block. Looks like we can't. Double Ethereal Armor is pretty much the best possible draw for this deck. Looks like we are going to lose. Island. Not an island. No lands in our top 3. They can give this Trample. We don't quite lose this turn. I do probably have to chump block here. Just because next turn, if they put anything on this, I'll be dead to that. Alright, well, could have really used that any turn before this one. So now I need to hit like crazy well. Or I might just be dead right now. Nope, not quite. I have no outs though. So I guess we can preordain. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can get. Oh, I should have played the island. Yeah, I should have played the island and preordained. So then I would have the out of finding exactly the fog thing. Alright. Here's the prismatic strands. We were close. Like, we weren't actually that far away from winning. If our opponent hadn't had lethal on turn 4 or whatever, it would have been possible for us to win. Opponent kind of got the nut draw in both the games they won, unfortunately, and Bogles is capable of that. They just got another Boggle. See if they remember to attack. They did. They got us. Alright, that's it for round 1. Let's move on to round 2.